Okay, now we're going to compare to make sure the eyes are match. Click verify here, and the chapter 56 has hash match, so that's what you want. So make sure it match with the developer of the operating system. We're going to close this. Now we're going to use Rufus, the portable Rufus. Click yes here, and now we're going to, first thing we're going to do, we're going to connect the flash drive. You click here, select, go to downloads, and look for MX Linux. And now you leave the option the way it is here. Be able to boot in BIOS or UEFI, and just click start here. Click OK. Click OK. Just minimize this. To save time, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, now the live USB is done. You just have to do is to see, it has to show here on the folder, on the USB stick, it has to say UEFI here, to be able to install in UEFI mode. So we're going to close this. You got to make sure you have a backup of your files to an external hard drive, USB flash drive. Has a bootable USB stick with Windows 10. In case if you make any mistakes, I have no problem doing installation here, so I do have backup of everything. If you want to follow this guide, you gotta make sure you back up everything first. So we're gonna restart the computer. And on this computer here, I have to press F12 to select the boot, to get to the boot menu, to select which device I want to boot from. So when I see the black screen, that's when I'm going to start to press the key. On other computers is F11. You have to see on the I have to keep pressing F12 here. When you see the logo, now I have to do here. It shows SanDisk here, but this is SanDisk is right. I have two flash drive. So here we're gonna do. We're just going to select here MX18 X64, the 720 2018. We're going to install, click to install. We're going to boot to the live USB. Okay, so the username is demo, the default demo password is demo, the root password is root. I had with the Untitled Linux, I was looking for the root password and the username, and I had to ask on the forum the password for it. But now it's good; they have the information right on the welcome screen here. That's very nice. So they have all the information here. I will talk about this on the after install guide that I'm going to make. So I'm going to click close here, and I'm going to double click here to start the installer. So I'm going to click next here. So it says here MX Linux is an independent Linux distribution based on Debian, stable. So MX Linux and the Untitled Linux is very fast operating system. What we're going to do here, we're going to click here, Run Partition Tool. It's going to open the Gparted. So we have to create. I already have a swap partition. Already have the UEFI partition. You just have to create a partition for the operating system. So I'm going to use a 20 gigabyte partition, which is going to be 20/480. So what I'm going to do here, the easy way to do it here, on the empty space here, on the unlocated space, you right click, click new, then you use this here. Select the size you want. I want 20 gigabyte, and this is fine. And I'm going to label MX Linux. I want to be able to open the file browser on the other operating system, on GNU/Linux operating system, and I want to be able to see the name MX Linux there. I'm going to click add. Click apply, click apply. Okay, click close here. So I plan to have 40 operating systems on this computer. It's a notebook computer with 1 terabyte hard drive. I will upgrade it to a 2 terabyte hard drive, 2 or 4 terabyte hard drive. So it's going to be partition number SDA 10. Just have to do is close here. Now, what you do is you leave here, cursor install on existing partition. Click next. Location is going to be SDA. That's the reason why I like to name the partition, so I know it's going to be SDA 10. The swap partition is going to be SDA 5 here. So I can encrypt the partition if I want to. So now I'm going to do it, I'm just going to click next here. Click yes. To save time, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, here install Grub for Linux and Windows. So it's going to install, this is a UEFI guide, so it has to be on the UEFI system partition. Just click next, click yes. I'm gonna pause to save some time. Okay, now the computer name can be a letter with numbers. It can be computer number 1, computer 1, computer 2, whatever name you want to give to your computer. So I'm gonna pause and create mine. Here you select the time zone here. So select the time zone, click next. And the username and password. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here to create my username and password. Okay, MX Linux is supported by people like you. So I will give an introduction to MX Linux on my next video. It's going to be how to customize, how to after install guide of MX Linux. So the installation is done. Just have to do is click finish here. I'm going to reboot the computer. That is I have the flash drive here. And I'm going to boot to MX18 first. So I have Linux Mint, Debian, Ubuntu, Devuan, deepin. So I'm going to boot to MX Linux first. Very nice. So I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna okay, now I got to the login screen. So I'm gonna log in here. That's MX Linux 18. Everything works out of the box on my computer here. So I will make another video on after install guide of MX Linux. So I'm gonna boot into Windows. I'm gonna boot into Windows. Actually, I have to update the Grub here. I don't see the option to boot to Windows. I'm going to show how you can fix that. Okay, you have to open the terminal and run sudo upgrade grub. Okay, found Windows Boot Manager. So now I just have to restart the computer. Just have to restart the computer. And Windows Boot Manager, you can see right here. So my next video is going to be how to install Nitrux GNU/Linux. See you in the next video.